there was such a climate around kids cracking their head open, right? Every party I was at, a kid.
Even the
there was
phrase.
What, cracking your head open?
Cracking your head
open.
I will take you to the toy shop and buy you whatever you want if you leave this party right now.
What?
Speaking as a woman with a current verruca, I could have known about that. I did once catch scabies from an ex-boyfriend's house. So,
What?
have you ever had foot and mouth? Hand, foot and mouth?
I don't
She's
think
not.
so.
Sorry, that's not a sexual favour. She's not gonna-
And I was like, don't do that in here. There's mumps in here.
I never ever look at the notes that we get for guests, right? Because obviously I'm like, oh my god, I know Rhys. I've known Rhys for years.
But this is why I think you'll be on Mark of the Week.
I know. I will. I know. I was good
Just
before.
don't do any
I was good back in the day. I know hardly any of these things about you, which is freaking us out. You've got a fear of cracking your head open.
Well,
Why is that on me? Why is that on my notes?
I don't think that's necessarily like a phobia. It's
Right.
like, who there's walking around going like, if I crack my head open, I crack my head open. Who gives a shit? This is what I don't understand about phobias. Like, should all be irrational? When it's like, what are you scared of? Drowning. It's like, yeah, that's a given, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
I'm
walking
scared
through-
of cracking my head open. to be honest
Exactly.
with you, yeah.
No, it's not that. I think I've said in the past that there used to be, when I was a kid, there was such a climate around kids cracking their head open, right? Every party I was at, a kid.
Even
there
the
was
phrase.
What, cracking your head open?
Cracking your head
Cracking your
open.
head open.
Open?
It's so brutal. Yeah. Not just like, yeah, you're bleeding from the head. I mean, that's
Everything
worse.
fell out.
Yeah, but
Have you never had a head injury?
I've
As
had
a
head
kid?
injuries, but cracking your head open. It's just something. As I read, he has a fear of cracking his head open.
I don't have a fear of cracking my head open. Don't make me
Written
sound.
here. It's
No,
written
I
here.
don't.
Rhys, it's written
Where
here.
have you said
I'll
this?
do it right now. This rug wasn't here. I insisted on this rug being in here just in case. No, it was that every party I went to when I was a kid, someone cracked their head open.
Yes.
And it doesn't happen anymore.
Yes.
So it doesn't happen at like, my brother's got kids and no one cracks their head open at those parties ever, right? And it's like, we're parents
you're
back in the
right,
day,
actually.
just battered at these parties, not paying attention that kids are running around and then just falling over.
My brother cracked my head open
Crack
when
your
I was a
head
kid.
open?
Yeah, so he was 2, I was 5. My dad, I've talked about this before, my dad was fixing a door handle and hadn't bothered to put it back on because he's a lazy bastard. And so my little brother picked up the metal door handle and cracked it off the back of my head. I had to go to hospital. And I
Not
had to
like
have
I thought it
staples.
was going to be an accident. Sorry.
Oh no, he's
Your
fully,
brother
he just did it,
just-
yeah.
Or intentionally
Cracked
cracked your
my
head
head
open.
open. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. That's crazy. I'm talking about just sort of like slipping over while charging around at like a party somewhere.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this
In a
was
pub,
the-
when it
yeah.
would be in like a pub or a TGI Fridays or something like that, and the kids are all going crazy. Parents are now just have had too many pints, aren't looking.
Yeah.
But I also, the
totally
thing I
right.
find mad is that when I'm at these parties for children,
Yeah.
the parents are still doing that.
Yeah.
It's in a pub and they're still not really looking at kids. They're just like all chatting and the kids are going nuts.
Yeah.
So what's happened to kids? That then have we evolved? Have we evolved thicker skulls that
Has-
kids fall over but it just doesn't crack open?
Has everything become safer? Like,
Yeah, like floor.
do you
what?
think,
Corners,
I don't know, do you think,
corners a bit more rounded.
Gosh,
Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
it
You're
is?
totally right, you
Broken
know.
Britain, bring back sharp
Bring
corners.
back sharp corners. That's
Come
what's
on.
wrong with this lily-livered generation.
We're rising a
of
nation
kids.
of squibs.
Pubs have gone woke. That's what you're saying to me.
Although I, you know this, I was at a party with our youngest when he must have been 3 or 4. And
Is this, I know what you're
the
going
bouncy
to say.
castle.
Yes,
There was a bouncy
God.
castle, right?
Yeah,
it was a church
right.
hall. There was a bouncy castle. I'm not kidding. The bouncy castle was probably 2/3 the size of the church hall.
Yeah,
it
love
was
that.
a bouncy castle in a room, and everyone else was just around the castle. No word of a lie, there was 40 kids on the castle, probably more.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to go on the bouncy castle. And I saw 2 kids run into each other and both their fucking teeth came out. Like they just smashed their teeth. Like a really aggressive teenage
Oh
kiss.
my God, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, have you ever clattered teeth with someone like back in the day? Like, boom, screaming, 2 kids screaming, blood everywhere. And I literally went to him, I will take you to the toy shop and buy you whatever you want if you leave this party right now. And we laughed.
That's Chris's
Sorry, the tone
parent.
with which you said that was like you were a spy. We have to get out right now. I will do this. It's like, I will kill you if you don't walk
That's
out
my
with me
get
right
out
now.
of-
Why do you
Don't
keep
blink.
doing that,
I
man?
do
For
it.
fuck's
I've-
sake. You need to
yeah.
stop telling us
I do,
these
yeah.
stories.
That was
'cause
years
is-
ago, that one, though.
That's amazing.
You
What, and
still
then but
do
the
it?
actual teeth came out.
2 teeth out, 1 cracked, 1 just out, both kids screaming, blood all over their faces, like a horror film.
Got them
Like
on it.
awful.
You've
Okay,
got
so it
them on
does
it at
still
the bouncy
happen.
castle.
That's
Yeah,
good to know,
yeah.
actually. I
I
find that
think Rhys-
reassuring to
Rhys-
hear.
Yeah.
Happens in the north, mate.
That's it. The South, the pubs in the South. I went to a party once. It was Lou Sanders' birthday, and it was in the upstairs room of a pub.
Big,
And
Okay.
big fan of Lou Sanders.
90% of the room was a bouncy castle, like inflatable thing that had a surfboard on it that you had to like stay on, like a
yeah,
Bucky
yeah,
Bronco
yeah.
had a
Amazing.
surfboard. But it was like there's like 200 people invited to this upstairs of a pub, and most
Wow.
of them are downstairs in the pub because you can't get into the room because of the fucking inflatable surfboard machine. It was just the most inappropriate place for it to be. And also, no one on it. Like maybe every 50 minutes, someone goes on it, and it's Lou again.
It's
And
Lou.
the rest is-
Well, Lou's a rollerblader. She's got
Yeah,
really
well,
good
exactly.
balance. Yeah.
I love that so much. I love it. Also, just going back to your notes,
Oh, I love your notes. Like,
you had a kidney removed at 10.
Yeah, just a bit.
just a bit.
The full thing.
yeah, no,
or just
the whole kidney. The whole kidney.
thing. Why?
I just fancied it, you know. I didn't have anything interesting about me. Thought, get it out. I wanted to be able to go to the toilet whenever I wanted at school and to have a little water bottle on my table. Those are the only luxuries afforded to the single kidney people. It died. It shriveled up and died.
Stop it.
It was causing me some issues, i.e. pissing blood sometimes. Cheers. And
Could have just got braces, couldn't you? Had to get your kidney removed.
got those as well. Thank you.
Couldn't just have a lazy eye like everyone else.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you. At 10.
Oh,
Oh, we've got a 10-year-old. That's horrible. That's terrifying.
we'll
That
be
must
looking out for the blood. Nosebleeds.
Dude.
Huge at the minute. Do you know
You
that?
look like-
10-year-old boys.
Huge at the minute, or do you have a 10-year-old?
Rhys-
Yeah. Huge at the minute.
I don't want to point fingers here, but you look like you were a
Nosebleed
nosebleed
kid?
You
Yeah.
were a nosebleed.
Big time. Absolutely. Of course. Big time. I heard all the tricks. It was like the sort of old wives' tales of what fixes a nosebleed, what stops a nosebleed.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
wet flannel on the back. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like when mums are like conkers on the stairs gets rid of spiders. You're like, these two things are not in any way connected. The blood's coming out my nose. Maybe flannel on the nose?
Rub a bit of meat on a wart, bury it in the garden. As the meat rots away, the wart disappears.
Oh my God, is that real?
You know heard that one?
I've never ever heard that one.
Shut up, man. Really?
Speaking as a woman with a current verruca, I could have known about that.
Verruca. How 90s is that?
You said that. The way you said that was like we should like be doing like a drive for you, like a charity gig. Speaking as a woman with a current verruca. My God. Yeah, I've got. Who hasn't got verrucas? I've got verrucas.
Well,
verrucas?
have you?
Why not? I mean, it makes more sense for you to have because you're presumably at swimming pools with children.
Yeah.
Your
Fuck off.
children.
You've never
Yeah.
fucking been. You haven't been to a swimming pool for years.
No, but the kids have. Robin sometimes has verrucas, and you can just catch them from being around the house.
Can you?
Yeah, like you genuinely start wearing some socks because I've been
You got verruca on the way.
juicing
Oh,
all
you're
over
a big
hours.
hygiene guy, aren't you? You're a.
Do you know what it is? I play fast and loose with it these days, Rhys.
Oh,
I've
do you?
changed a
You were
lot.
really
Yeah,
OCD
yeah.
about it back in the day.
I used to be when I didn't have
So
kids.
sexy.
Yeah, I paid
now
really
it's impossible.
fast and loose with that. It's
Didn't
not
you
impossible.
used to have a
but-
mat next to your bed that you'd scrape your feet on before you got into bed? Is this correct?
Yes, that was at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah.
Yes, that's because the you know this.
I don't know. No, I
You were
don't.
like, you're so obsessed with not any dirt on your feet being in the bed.
Yeah, so that's because right. So at the Edinburgh Fringe, I'm sure we spoke about this, Rosie. At the
I
Edinburgh Fringe,
don't know about the foot
Listen,
mat. I don't
when
know anything about
do
this.
Do us a favour, Rosie. Rhys is here. When I tell you about it, sexually control yourself. We've got a guest.
no,
We've got a guest.
Don't do that for
When I
my
tell
benefit.
you-
I'd love to see it.
When I tell
Frankly.
you, please
Right, come
don't
on.
throw yourself at us because you know
Oh God.
wet floor sign. Listen, so I would have Edinburgh. We'd go to Edinburgh. Every comedian, you go to the Edinburgh Fringe for the summer, and some of the houses were, you know, sort of terraced, big old. You'd love them, sort of old Edwardian, Victorian Edinburgh houses with
Yeah.
wooden floors.
Yeah.
And you would walk around barefooted for the day, and by the end of the day, you'd just have a look at the bottom of your foot, and it was fucking scruffy, like your fucking chimney sweep. So I would have, by the side of my bed, would have towels. I'd have a hand towel on the floor, and I would just use it like a doormat. I would wipe my feet like a little dog. You know when a dog's having a shit and it like scrapes it?
Why
would
just wash your feet?
Because then I'd have to walk back
I
through
think they've solved this. I think inventors have solved this issue. It's called socks.
Yeah?
Socks of
When you said the
flip-flops.
phrase, and you'd walk around barefoot all day, I was like, well, I'll stop you there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Who's doing that in Scotland?
Scotland.
Walking around barefoot all day on wooden floor in a student house in Scotland. You
Yeah,
mental?
yeah, okay, yeah. So yes. I
yeah.
did. I used to have my little mat at the side of the bed and I would wipe it. Yeah. And I remember, I think Jimmy McGee saw, a comedian friend of mine, Jimmy McGee saw that and told everyone. Yeah.
No, I don't think I heard it on the rumour mill. I think you told me. I think you explained it
I
once.
might have been bragging about it.
Yeah. I think what was most likely happening is you were slagging off our mutual friend for being unhygienic about something,
Right.
possibly to do with his foot or something that led to
Right.
you being like, mate, when I'm in this situation, I do this.
Right.
And then we were all like, you've come out of this more mad than whatever weird bolognese he was dipping his
That's
toes
happened
in.
quite a lot in my life.
I kind of don't mind it though. I'd rather you were clean than
It's better than
scruffy.
the other way around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did once catch scabies from an ex-boyfriend's house. So
What?
yeah, of course.
Do you know
forgot
for
about
sure that
this.
it was from his house?
Yeah, it was a student house.
Yeah. That's rough.
A mate of mine caught scabies off a sofa in a student house.
Yeah,
as well.
it might be
Is that
off
how
the
you get
sofa.
it? Is it like how do you get scabies?
They're just
Like a
on
bed
stuff, I
bugs
think.
type
Like
What
bed
is
bugs
scabies?
type thing.
Sorry, I'm starting to think, is scabies not like the lurgy? Is scabies a real one? Or have we made that up?
Yeah, what is it?
No, you're thinking
Is it
skin
like-
cheese. Skin cheese is when you don't want to be on.
So skin
So
cheese.
you've got skin cheese.
That's so you
Wait,
can't
what?
get scabies.
You never heard of skin
Oh,
cheese?
cheese.
Like skin cheese.
Yeah, you northerners with your weird. Yeah, what do you call knockdown ginger and fucking knock a door run?
Do you know I found out my last... I had a full tour. We were all over the place, yeah. I had a full tour and I had a massive routine about knock a door run and knock down ginger, whatever you call it. You know, my last date, after I'd recorded it for a special and everything, the last date was in Belfast. Do you know what they call it in Belfast?
No idea. Go
Guess.
on. And I'm not going to guess anything about Belfast. I will not fall into this trap. I'm not going to make any assumptions about Belfast.
You've said it.
What?
Belfast.
No way. No,
That's
it's
what they
not.
call it. I swear to
They've
God.
absolutely had you on there.
swear to God.
You've fallen for it. All of that
Belfast.
crowd are still laughing at the fact they tricked you into thinking it's called Belfast.
called Belfast.
As if.
I'm telling you.
As if
I'm
it's
telling
called
you.
Belfast.
Belfast.
Fuck
I
off.
swear to God, full crowd were like, yeah. I was like, you call it Belfast?
If that
I was
is,
like,
if that's true, that is
I
nice.
was like, this is the fucking last night of my tour, and I've just
Yeah,
recorded
yeah.
it, and I've
you
told
don't get to say.
oh, Belfast.
nice.
I've done it in the Royal Variety.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. This would have been
It
perfect.
was unbelievable. But yeah, so scabies, right? So
Is
shingles
it a rash?
is
Is scabies like rash?
It was like a rash. Yeah.
so scabies is rash. What's shingles? Shingles is
Shingles is adult chicken pox.
Oh fuck.
Make you
right.
really poorly. Yeah.
right
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you can get them through stress, can't you?
Yeah, I think so.
But
yeah.
you get scabies just off having sex
Scabies-
with dirty students on sofas, specifically.
Can't remember having sex on the sofa, if I'm honest. I think I just sat on it.
Prude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Frigid. Well, I hate to come on your podcast and call you frigid, but I will. If I have to, I will. I'll go on every podcast around the country and call the host frigid if I have to. Mate, I'll make that my mission. This is what I want to do from now on. I want to have an annual. I don't have kids, right? So I actually have more time than I give myself credit for. So
Yeah.
I now need an annual project, right?
This should be it.
And it's if it's like learn a language or something like that. But actually, it's going to be tick off as many podcast hosts that you can call frigid on their podcast as possible, and see if anyone notices that you've been doing this
I
everywhere.
know. I quite enjoy it because I was anything but. So it's actually
There you
quite
go.
nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's actually quite nice.
reputational change.
Yeah.
There it is.
What's mumps then?
Oh, Jesus.
Is that
Um,
more serious? That's more.
Yeah.
Mumps.
Don't we have vaccinations for mumps?
Measles, mumps,
Measles,
and rubella.
mumps, and
MMR.
rubella. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the glass one where you.
No, that's
That's
measles.
measles.
If you've got measles, you rub a glass over it.
I've never had mumps. Have you ever had foot and mouth? Hand, foot, and mouth.
I don't
She's
think
not.
so.
Sorry, that's not a sexual favour. She's offering. Have you
Oh, you're not frigid at all. My God.
Yeah, she's not frigid at all. She's just offering to go to the
What an
toilet.
offer, yeah.
Okay, front and mouth.
Jesus, I haven't, but I'll try it. if it's available, yeah. I thought you said there wasn't a fee for this show. Wow. You really treat your guests better than off menu, let me tell you.
I will not be called frigid. Not my one.
I will suck a man off in the toilet just to prove I am anything like a frigid person.
Babadoo, 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 ba.
I did once do a corporate gig where it was in Proud Embankment. And Proud Embankment were hosting the young.
Sorry, what? Proud
I don't know what that is.
Proud
I'm just-
Embankment is this big sort of glamorous cabaret club. I
Okay.
don't think it's there anymore.
Is it London?
Yeah.
Right.
And it was Proud Embankment, which is like I think it's a big gay cabaret bar basically.
Okay.
And it was hosting
Ooh,
this night
lush.
the Young Pension Awards. Try and make sense of that. Because I certainly didn't have
The
anything to say
Young
about it.
Pension
Young
Awards.
pensions, please. Yeah, don't know what that means.
I
I think it's
don't
young people who work in
understand.
pensions. I should know this by now, given the gig was 10 years ago. I still haven't done the research.
Wow.
Young
But
pensions.
my dressing room was just like kind of this windowless tiny box room. And and that was it. And it was like not one of those corporates where they put you up in a fancy hotel or anything like that.
Okay,
It was just like just go in there for 5 hours and just wait. But when we did it, we did the rehearsal. For some reason, Arj from The Only Way Is Essex was in the venue because he was playing the venue in like a month. And
Singing.
He was like singing, doing a sound check.
Yeah.
And then he just went and sat in my dressing room with like his entourage. But he wasn't even playing that night. He was just like, and he wouldn't get out. And so I had to get like staff from the venue to be like, can you leave? Because this is, I'd like asked and they were just like, nah, we're just going to be here for a bit. And I was like, I can't believe I'm getting bullied by Arch from The Only Way Is Essex. This is pathetic. So anyway, eventually he leaves, but this sort of starts the day off on quite a bad note. So then he leaves and then I'm sat in the dressing room and normally you would just like, I would just chill out in whatever they've got in the fancy hotel and just wait
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But because it was so, it was like, it was just a horrible tiny room. I
Right.
went out for dinner and came back. And by the time I came back, in the room, there were like ring dancers suspended from the ceiling, dancing in rings above the Young Pension Awards. Right? And they were like, so they're like basically naked.
Gigs.
They're just like in like bikini type clothes and they're just like floating around doing all this shit while they all have dinner below them. And I go into my dressing room and I realise from all the feather boas and sushi that are around that I'm obviously sharing this dressing room with said ring dancers. So I sit there. It's tiny, this place. I'm trying to write a set about young pensions or whatever. They eventually both come back in and they're just like, oh, hi. And then they go and like sit over here and I'm just like in this bit like, yeah. And I'm like typing away. Then these two ring dancers loudly have a conversation about how they both currently have mumps.
Right. I had no. When you started talking, I was like,
How is
we
this
were
relevant?
talking
When will
about
this become
mums.
relevant? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what. And I'm immediately texting my mum like, "Have I had the MMR vaccine?" Because I'm in a windowless box room with two naked ring dancers who currently have mumps, who just, by the way, performed suspended above an entire party.
Of all young pensioners.
Chemical warfare.
Yeah. Release the ring dancers. These pensioners are getting too young.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
Shield the vulnerable.
so I'm doing that. I can't get any signal because I'm in this
Oh my God.
That's
airlocked
wild.
room with these fucking.
Oh,
They eventually like pack up their feather boas and leave.
that's so
I then go into there's a little bathroom bit of this, and I just go in there. Then I'm going to come out. I've got to get changed into my suit and then go
to
on.
find a mump.
I wish. What happened when I came out is there was just someone, one of the patrons of the party, one of the people who was up for an award, was just now in my dressing room breastfeeding. And I was like, don't do that in here. There's mumps in here. Of all the places, there's no way your baby's had a vaccination yet. There's not mumps in here. There's mumps in here. Absolutely dreadful. Really awkward. I come out. She was like, they said I could do it in here. And I was
Did
like,
you tell her about the mumps? Do you not want to worry her?
I was like,
Kinda
You
it was
can't
quite-
tell her about
I'll
the
be
mumps.
honest, the conversation we had was quite awkward already.
Okay.
Someone is openly breastfeeding that I've never met in front of me.
Rhys, I'm just going to put this out here. I don't think that was your dressing room, pal. I'm be honest with you,
It
mate.
was Arges.
I don't
It was
think you
Arge
had
from
a
The Only Way
dressing
Is
room.
Sick.
That
I don't
is-
think you had a
No,
dressing
do you
room.
think I didn't
That's
even have
wild.
one?
You had a communal area that they had told
Yeah.
you for
Was it-
ego
yeah.
purposes that was your dressing room.
the
Like
green
I kick
room.
off, yeah.
So
Dreadful
I
stuff.
I'm going to have to Google mumps after this.
I didn't get mumps, so I must have.
Oh,
I
good.
must be vaccinated.
I think you must have
against
to be
mumps.
quite close.
don't
Right,
know.
I
don't
was
know.
quite close.
Apologies to the mump community.
No, actually,
I say
I don't
now.
apologise to the mump community.
No, I mean because of
They're having a
our,
really
because of
hard
our
time at the
ignorance
minute.
towards mumps.
But
So
I know about measles and rubella.
I've got a worse dressing room corporate story than that. But it's not my story. It's Carl Hutchinson's story. But I'm sure he's told it on his podcast. I don't know if I've told you before, Rosie.
Stealing
Are
material.
you aware? No, this is just something Carl's told us. Are you aware of when he was doing a gig somewhere and there was the venue was a strip club afterwards?
Oh, no.
My God.
Because he's told me this so many times. He was just like going through his notes ready to go on, and there was a male stripper there next to him, watching porn on his phone, just getting himself gig ready.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Carl got an
That's
email.
so good.
Carl got an email after the gig saying, like, was everything all right? And he emailed back, he's like, no, actually, everything wasn't all right. And he searched the email, he showed us it in his and he sent items. And it's
No,
literally
everything
like,
wasn't all right.
It wasn't all right. There was a male
inappropriate.
stripper.
Oh my God.
What his Carl's exact words in the email were, woman, he's not.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Also gutting for any female visitors to strip clubs who want to see male strippers, knowing that that's actually fake.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
for
Oh,
them.
yeah, no,
That's
it's
not for
not.
them.
That's
He's
been
not excited to
pre-prepared.
see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Ah.
Fluffers, he's putting Fluffers
He's his
out
own
of business.
fluffer.
He's his own
Save a
fluffer.
few quid there.
Did Carl manage to see what he was watching specifically?
Got no idea.
That's because if I'm Carl,
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I'm livid, but I'm finding
Yeah,
out.
yeah. What do the
Yeah.
professionals watch?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
yeah,
real
yeah.
stripper's stripper.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he gets the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
It's
got
like-
that's Pornhut Pro.
It's when someone goes, "You're a comedian. What makes you laugh?" And then you
Yeah.
say like a really niche comedian that's like a character. They're watching like really weird clown porn. It's just a bit different. We've seen all the hack stuff, you know. Thing is, if you watch normal porn, I just know where it's going. You know, I just sort of you can see like the joins a little bit.
It's like a busman's holiday, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah,
I've got to
yeah,
watch
yeah.
I've got to watch the good stuff.
Babadoo, 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 ba.
Sorry, dead quick.
Oh yeah.
That's one more
Is there another weird one on
Yeah,
there?
just another weird one that I need. You used to go home from sixth form and have focaccia with olive oil and balsamic vinegar and watch Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, this isn't off menu, but
We're from
yeah.
different worlds.
Nice.
You've got
Yeah, not every day, but most days.
describe yourself as a sparrow.
No, I've been described as a sparrow. There was a period where I looked very bird-like. And I would be described as a sparrow. It started by, do you remember comedy promoter Corey Shaw?
Yes.
Used to work for Chortle.
Yes, I know.
Would always call me Sparrow, and then that caught on.
There it is.
Okay.
Just want to know
For a
that.
Fringe, I was known as Sparrow.
There is, but bird-like is a thing.
Yeah, I'm
But,
quite bird-like.
well, at the minute.
Tom Rosenthal, very bird-like.
Yeah, but
You
also
did say.
sounds very bird-like.
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah.
Says squeaky.
But
guy,
I think it'll
he's
have a
also-
thing around because at the minute, isn't the rat look really in with men?
Yep, sure.
Sorry.
So your time will come. The bird look.
Yeah,
will
what's
come.
it? What
That
are they-
is the worst compliment.
No, but it is true.
No,
I know what you're
it's a
referring
big
to.
thing.
I know what you're referring to.
Yeah.
What do you
Rat Boys,
mean?
Rat Boys
Rat
Summer.
boys. Yeah.
I think Rat Boy Summer's out. I think that was a couple
it
of
last-
summers ago.
oh,
sadly,
sorry, I'm
and
so behind the
it didn't
times.
really.
What the fuck
They
is
say
this?
it's a Rat
Yeah.
Boy Summer. It wasn't a Rat
I
Boy
thought it was
Summer.
Brat Summer.
That's
There was that as
something
well.
totally
That
different.
was that as well,
That's
but
very
that's-
different.
Right, explain Rat Boy to us,
Just
please.
so very quickly, a couple of people. I think the main guy in the bear, he's a bit rat looking.
Yeah, your Josh O'Connors, your Timothy Chalamet's.
Yes.
You know, this sort of like slightly ratty features, like rather than like a hunky jock look. It was like the ratty facial features.
Chris
is what
doesn't
was-
look at
what
anything.
was popular for a bit.
Yeah.
don't
But I'm saying
understand.
bird will
I
have
feel-
it. I think
Bird.
give bird. It'll be
Bird Boy
it'll
Summer.
come around. Bird boy summer.
Sparrow Summer.
For sure.
When Sparrow Summer comes in, I'm going to clean up.
It's going to be spring, innit? It's going to be Sparrow Spring.
yeah. The
gotta be
sparrows are
Sparrow
out. Listen, the sparrows are out. And it's just me doing stand
I'm
up.
just trying to think what you look like.
I don't want to fucking know.
No, you're like
I
a little,
feel-
like puggish, like a little pug.
Fuck you.
No, in a
Fucking
nice
athlete.
way. Like you look like
And you
a
breathe so
German
loudly
shepherd,
as
like,
well.
You
You
look
can't go up
dog-like.
I'm
hills.
so guys, I'm so inbred. I'm
Yeah,
inbred.
yeah.
I'm cross-eyed. I can't go up hills.
No, if there
Yeah.
was an animal, I'd say you're like a dog.
Right. Okay.
In a way,
Better
are we
than that.
just to go back to sort of internet lingo, in a golden retriever kind of way? Do you think you have a golden retriever husband?
Yeah. Yes.
I'll
yeah.
say-
He's
bit
a
Alsatian
walking.
like.
You're a green flag.
A green flag.
Yes.
I'll take
You're
that.
you're
Yeah,
a green
he
flag.
scrapes his chimney sweep feet before he gets into
He
bed.
does.
That's
He's
not a
so
red flag.
he's
No.
delicious.
Big
You're a
green flag,
little
yeah.
green flag.
Alsatian autumn. Alsatian autumn coming up.
Something like that.
Yeah,
It's, your time will come. Don't you
Good.
worry. Right. Okay. Let's do
Rat
this.
Boy
Okay.
Summer.
Rat Boy Summer. It's got to come back.
I'll show you. There was an article online. I'll show you.
Fucking hate it. I feel 1,000 years old. You know? I'm cold. I'm confused. I want to go home.
Your young listeners, though, do you have them?
Yeah.
Do you?
We do. We go all the ages.
All the
all
ages.
the ages.
All
We
the ages.
span the decades.
Me too. I do the Young Pension Awards. You know, that's, I'm covering both. Okay, fine. Your young listeners will also be thinking that you sound 1,000 years old because Rat Boy Summer's out. That was
Oh
ages
God.
ago.
Oh,
He has
seem
me
even
thinking
older.
it was literally
Here's a quick
just-
one. Just about your rings, the people doing the rings.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
remembered I did a corporate once. I've told you this.
Yeah, you've told
Camden
yeah.
Roundhouse.
Oh yeah,
Camden
tough
Roundhouse.
venue.
Tough venue, very high ceilings,
Yeah.
concrete floor. They had silks on beforehand. Now the silks are like the rings, but they're the ones that are just on a big ribbon.
Oh,
And the thing, yeah,
fuck me,
and they do
yeah.
that bit at the end where they roll themselves up like a roller blind and they come down and they
Yeah.
stop just before the floor. One of them didn't stop.
Oh.
So I'm talking 25, 30, 40 feet from the top of the thing.
Yeah, crack the head
In
open.
the
Yeah,
deck.
that was my next question.
Cracked her head open, broke a collarbone and a wrist or something, literally smashed into the floor. I was introduced as the very funny comedian Chris Ramsey while someone was wiping her blood off the floor with a towel.
Great.
Oh my god,
Great.
what is your opener there? What is your opener there?
It was
Welcome
a
to the Health and
blur.
Safety Awards.
It was a blur. And they said, can you just assure everyone that's just okay? And that the exact line they gave us was, you don't get as good as she is at doing that without hurting yourself a few times. She's an athlete. She's done it. She's probably, so she'll be absolutely fine kind of thing. I had to do it. It was horrible. She was carried backstage like she'd been hit by a car
Oh my
and walked
God.
past us. And I went on and I could see someone just wiping her blood up and people were just like, they were eating, they'd stopped eating. People were fucking standing. People were crying.
That's
And
yeah.
I was like, so the other day, right? I was
Yeah. So my
you know when you're
wife.
on a bus, yeah, over here, guys, over here. And then I
Oh my
remember doing
God.
10 minutes of the worst stand-up I've ever done, like the worst, the worst crowd, the worst setting. It was all right stand-up.
Yeah.
The worst setting. And then literally like, okay, award number 1 of 35. I had to do the full awards as well. It was rotten.
Fuck me. It must have looked like when you let go of a toilet roll, but you're
exactly
still
what it
holding the
looked like.
end.
Yeah.
and it's
Just
all
went-
gone.
the
Just-
noise, the fucking noise.
Thud.
Crazy.
oh God.
So there you go.
Do